Baby, I'm debt free. Me and my family aligned to live abundantly. Just take it from me, that's how we do it. Budgets of freedom.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Budgets of Freedom, where I discuss all things personal finance, whether that is budgeting, savings, cash stuffing, all around things related to financial freedom, with the goal of me quitting my corporate job to live a life more on my godly given purpose, a more fulfilling life and on my terms. If this is something that interests you, or if you are also on a debt-free journey or just looking to support my debt-free journey, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are on a debt-free journey, you know how important it is to cut back on expenses and really stretch every dollar. So today I'm sharing practical tips to help you drastically lower your spending so you can put more money towards your financial goals. I will be going over some different expenses that I cut just this morning. I did a previous video on my debt confession and my debt confession strategy. In that strategy, it has a place for you to lower your expenses, and I said that I would be doing a separate video on that. So today, that is what I'm going to be doing. Before I get into the areas that I cut back on this morning, just by reaching out to some different companies, I want to just give you a broad overview on some high-level ways to cut back on expenses. Step one, you really want to master the art at budgeting. Sit down, look at your income, and track every dollar that you spend. Identify your wants versus your needs in your life. Your goal is to prioritize essentials like housing, utilities, food, while cutting back on things like dining out, subscriptions, entertainment, and impulse buys. If you are a fan of cash stuffing like I am, create the envelopes for categories like groceries, gas, entertainment. When the cash runs out, that's it. It's simple yet very powerful way to control your overspending. This method has helped me tremendously. This is what I use on my first debt-free journey when I paid off $57K in 14 months. But this really helped me track where my money was going, helped me manage it better, and not overspend so much. Next, focus on slashing your big expenses. This can be as drastic as you move to a smaller apartment or negotiate a lower rent. Even think about refinancing your car loan or ditching that pricey gym membership that you have not been to for the whole year and do some at-home workouts. Or take advantage of your gym in your apartments, or just do some things out in nature, some different walks. These changes might feel big, but they can save you thousands of dollars in the long run. Also, don't forget to negotiate your bills. Call your internet provider, your phone company, or insurance agents and ask them for better rates. You'll be surprised how often they are willing to work with you to keep your business, especially if you tell them my favorite thing: you are exploring other options. And that's exactly what I did this morning, and how I cut back on some of my expenses. My whole goal was to cut back on my expenses going into 2025 so I can use that extra money to go towards debt and my student loans, and that's exactly what I did. So let's get right into it. I went through and called some different companies this morning to see ways that I could lower my personal expenses. Today is the 23rd. The first expense is my phone bill. I have AT&T, and I was paying anywhere from $110 to $95, just depending on the month. It will kind of go up and down. My last month was $100.92. I was able to talk to them. I called them and let them know that I am exploring some different options because this $100 is no longer feasible for my current budget, and to see if they were able to walk me through my bill, what I was paying for, in ways that I can cut down. During this conversation, they told me that I was paying for something called Next Up. I was paying an additional $6 a month, and this is where you can upgrade your phone. Like, if your phone is paid off, you can upgrade to the latest phone at any time. I'm not upgrading my phone. I keep my phones for a very long time, and I didn't know I was paying it, and that was included in my bill, so I was able to cut down there. I was also able to cut down to switch to a starter plan And the only difference between the starter plan and what I was paying for right now or currently was the gigs in my hotspot in my phone. I don't use my hotspot a lot, so I'm still able to get unlimited text, unlimited data, so Wi-Fi calls, all that stuff. But I just won't have as many gigs in hotspot, which I didn't need. So my bill now is $69.80. I'm also paying insurance on my phone, and I wanted to cut that off, but I'm like, as soon as I cut it off, it would just be my luck that something happens to my phone. My phone is paid off, so I didn't want to do that. But I could have got this down like closer to, because they said my insurance is $17. So maybe I need to look at and see if they have external like insurance options for my phone instead of going through AT&T, because I feel like $17 a month is a lot, and I have not used my phone insurance in a long time. So let's see what the difference is and how much I saved there. So it was 192 cents and now it's $69.80. So that was a savings of $31.12. And these things add up, okay? Another thing on the phone bill is I was researching some different options with different providers, and I came across Mint Mobile. They actually have a holiday deal and special going on right now, but if you all are looking to cut down your phone bill, especially if you have multiple people on your plan and you're paying $150 or $200, look into Mint Mobile. And it's through, I want to say it's like through Google. This is going to be an option that I explore more just in case I want to get this down more throughout my debt-free journey. But I didn't look too much into it, but it's something that popped up. But let me know if you all use Mint Mobile, or what phone, or how'd you cut down on your phone service. All right, the next big thing that I cut down on today was car insurance. Okay, I now have Geico, and my insurance was $78. Remember, I have an older car. My insurance just was not that much, but they were trying to go to $113 when I renewed my insurance. And so I started looking for different options, and today I spoke with my boyfriend, and I actually got on his insurance, you guys. $46 a month for Geico Insurance to be under his plan. I could not believe it. I am staying on that plan for as long as I can. So he's going to pay my insurance for me moving forward. So this could possibly be an expense that I eliminate in total. But if not, $46. He called, got me on there today, and so I don't need to renew with my old insurance company anymore, because I told them I was exploring other options. They said there was nothing they can do, and I surely did explore other options. So the current amount was the $74. They were trying to get me to go to or $113, but let's just do, the new is 46. So let's just do from the 78 minus 46. And that is also a savings of $32. Okay. So just from those two things, I'm able to save about $63. Also, I tried to cut down on my internet. There was nothing no savings I could do there. Me and my boyfriend both work from home, so we have to make sure that we have high speed, good quality internet. So I couldn't cut down anything there, but I did look at my subscriptions in Money Rocket, paying for a few subscriptions that I just don't need. One of them being CapCut. So that is what the app that I use to edit my videos, but I don't do a whole lot of editing for these videos, and I could use the free version. I don't need the paid version for that. So I was paying $9.99 a month for that. I canceled that and will now be paying $0, so that will be a savings of $9.99. Also, Spotify, I canceled that. I had the plan for like the individual plan, okay, for $11.99, and I will no longer be paying that. So my new amount will be $0, and I will be saving $11.99 there. I have another music streaming services because I love music, but I have it through Tidal. I want to say it's like $13 or $9.99, and that's what I have like all my playlists from. So I don't want to cancel that one. I'm just going to keep that because I do need at least one. But I was also paying for Care.com that I canceled. And this is, I was using this like when I moved. You can hire people on there to come help you pack, to help you unpack. They have all types of stuff on there. Babysitting, elderly care. They have so many things on there that you can do. But I was paying $12.95. I have not used this since I moved 1.5 to 2 years ago, but I was still paying that $2.95. So I will now be paying $0, and we are saving $2.95 there on Care.com. The last one I canceled was Audible, and that was for the audiobooks. I'm not even an audiobook person. I like my physical books. I like to have them in my hand, read them, highlight, make notes, all of that. I notice when I am listening to a audiobook, my mind just kind of drifts. But I was using Audible for when I was trying to get through certain books and I just didn't have enough time. I will go back and forth from the physical copy and the ebook. So I'm no longer, I canceled that. And I still have books in there, like in my library, that I have not even read. So that was $14.95 a month. Okay. I will now be paying $0 and saving $14.95. So this is my list of subscriptions that I found through the money market. Some of these I knew I was paying, some of them I forgot and had no idea that I was still paying. And the phone bill and car insurance, just reached out to them this morning to see how and where I could save some money. Well, I reached out to the phone bill, my boyfriend did car insurance. And for the phone bill, they also backdated. So I'm going to get a small credit that goes towards my next bill. So my next bill won't even be $69. It will probably be somewhere around like $30 or so. Okay, so let's just add these up and see how much I am now going to be saving going in 2025. Whatever that amount is, it's just going to be the amount that I will be putting more towards my student loans a month. All right, so $31.12. $14.95. All right, so I will be saving a total of $113 a month from my phone bill, car insurance, and some subscriptions. So I will be paying an additional $113 a month towards my student loans going into 2025, and this is my total savings. Now for some of these like CapCut, if for any reason I need to start using some paid features, maybe I'll just get it for that month and then cancel it. Make sure that I put it on my calendar to cancel it so I don't forget. But these other ones, I don't see me ever needing the need for them again. I did initially create a video which included 15 steps and 15 ways on how to cut down on your expenses, and I combined it with this video lowering my expenses. I decided to separate them because the video was just too long. So I will be posting that tomorrow or sometime this week. I would recommend going through this process every 6 months to a year because there's always going to be changes in the market for like car insurance and other bills that you may have. There may be some subscriptions that you signed up for and forgot about within 6 months. So I would get in the habit of just doing this about once every 6 months. Although my savings of $113 may seem like a little bit right now, but I did go through this process about 6 months ago and I saved a couple $100. I cleaned out my storage and saved about $300 there. And there were some other subscriptions that I canceled. So that was just about 6 months ago. So if we look at this over the year, I'm saving just by doing this about $500 a month, which is a lot of money to reallocate towards something else in your budget, whether that's your savings goal, your emergency fund, or, you know, towards debt, which I'm going to be using for. Another thing I want to quickly touch on is I did mention the Rocket Money app, and what that is a app. It's free, so you can download it, and then they just ask for a donation, so you could give them $1 or $5. You put in your bank account information and your credit cards, and the app will go through each account and see what monthly subscriptions that you have. And this is a way to really find and drill down on those subscriptions that you may have forgot about that you're still paying, because maybe you're looking at your bank account statements and not your credit card statements. But this is how I was able to find these, and it's a great app and tool to use for when you are lowering your expenses or seeing where you can cut down on. Remember, cutting back on your expenses or budgeting isn't about deprivation. It's about aligning your spending with your priorities. Every dollar you save gets you one step closer to being debt-free. If you watched my previous video, I did map out my 2025 financial goals, and I want to make sure that everything that I do aligns with those so I could accomplish those next year. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with someone on their own financial journey. Let me know in the comments what you all are what areas you all are cutting back on to save some money in and lowering some expenses, and what process and tools that you use to cut back on those expenses. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope this has helped you. I hope you go over your process before going into 2025 to see where you can lower some of your expenses and cut back and save some money on. Let me know in the comments, if you all do it, how much did you save? What was your total savings for the areas that you cut back on? Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today and it helped you out in some way, and I hope that we learn from each other. So let me know some ways that you cut back on your expenses so I could possibly revisit this and see some other areas that I could come back on mine. See you on my next video. Bye.
Budgets of freedom. That's how we do. That's how we. Budgets of freedom. That's how we do. That's how we. Budget of freedom.